Alright YouTube, good morning. It's Sunday morning. I was hoping to finish this up last week, but I didn't get to. This was the old fan that was on my my Blazer. 3 blades, and it spins extremely easy. So the clutch fans probably wore out. So last week we had to go get bolts. We got, I think they're hardened stainless or something like that, because these bolts were too small for this. So figuring this out to put this the right way, I think I figured it as this was the right way. It's not marked or anything on here. So what I think I figured was how this comes out, and you could see this base. I think that's how we got that figured out. So I do plan on getting a lot of this cleaned out of the garage here. Got to get a lot more organized. This has to go back in the house. This is the air conditioner. We got some bins that we're just starting to put electric, like stereo stuff, electrical, and there's some gauges and electrical stuff in there and some cords. But what I want to do is get my my blue tool cart, which I'm going to end up selling or giving away or something. I'm going to put that tool cart here, and then that can go probably on top of the toolbox, maybe, or somewhere. Anyway, we were working on a project, so that has to get put away. Get rid of those speakers, put that toolbox away. I got to work on getting this area cleaned up. That's my transmission jack, so that's not used that much, so that needs to go somewhere else. I got to go through these cabinets and clean all this stuff up. I'm thinking about shortening this drive shaft to put in my Blazer for now. I have the other one. I just saw it a few minutes ago. I got piles and piles of parts to put on that Blazer. There's my new aluminum finned valve covers that I want to paint the centers yellow. My new intake, I got to figure out what I'm going to end up doing with that. I'd like to powder coat it, but I don't know. That's a dual carb intake I got to get rid of. I don't need. That's originally what came on this motor. But I do want to start working on some powder coating stuff. I want to powder coat brackets and a lot of little bitty parts, whatever I can get fit in a powder coater. But we worked on the windshield a little bit last weekend. We got the old one out, and we got the new one put in, and we got put in down to here. But up here's where we started running into problems, and then we left to go to a movie. So I got to get a better tool than I was using, because I was using this. And I don't want to break that windshield. So what we're going to end up doing is I'm going to get a plastic tool to finish putting that windshield in. But this is our 1973 K5 Blazer. A lot of people love this ride here, so let me see. I think it smells a lot better. My wife took the whole vent system apart for it to try to get all the mouse nests out of it. And there's the trim for the windshield after I get the windshield back in the rest of the way. We got some, because she's Lucille, barbed wire around the back. Got to work on getting, finished getting it all together. But she's coming along, little bit by little bit. But if I could talk this morning, that'd be great. Being a working man, I don't have a lot of time. I have to work all through the week. I'm not even home during the week. I take off and head out. So what I'm going to end up doing, I was going to put that cabinet right there over there. And then I was going to take this setup over here. Is just an old L piece of countertop I had laying around. And that's actually an old piece of a cabinet and a table saw sitting inside, and I don't use it that much, so I'm going to find another place to store it. But all this can get taken down. this toolbox, because I'm going to put that metal cart. I measured it out. It'll fit over here. So I'm going to put the metal cart over here. I'm going to take this cabinet, because this has a lot of all my old Harley stuff in it, and stuff that I don't, rags and stuff. I got to get a bunch of stuff for sale, a bunch of helmets and stuff. But yeah. So this is what's going to be my welding cart for now. That's right, I'm just going to totally get rid of that. This is going to go over there. What I'm trying to do is be able to get it to fit 2 blazers in here over the winter. I know I'm not going to get a lot of work done to each of them, but I'm going to pull the front clip off of mine, because I got a lot of motor work and stuff I want to do on that. This video is probably just not a bunch of how-to or anything, because I don't want to fire up my GoPro, but I do want to get a video out this weekend. This motor, the extra engine stand, this 400, this turbo 350 transmission, you know, stuff like this pile here is just nothing. So we have to get that put upstairs. But, and then my son's toolbox, I'm gonna put it out and out back where all the engines and all that stuff stored gonna be. We took the freezer out of here. We had our freezer out in the garage. We ended up putting that back in the house. So I got to work on getting this back together. My goals are to not to have anything torn apart for more than like a week. So I didn't get to finish this up last weekend. They got a video on how to rebuild them vent windows, and I'm gonna buy the parts to do that. I guess you take this rivet out, clean it all up, and rebuild it. And then there's a bunch of stuff I gotta do, but I gotta get that rebuilt. So my wife's out there riding a riding mower. That's how close I get to park my semi to the house on the weekends. So, but I gotta get this fan blade put back on, because can't run it without it. But I don't have a shroud either, so that's probably something I'm going to be working on in the future. I wanted to get the fan blade done first, but I also got a 1-inch body lift I'm going to put in here. So I don't know why people pay all this money for these hoods and then don't paint the underneath. It rusts and all kinds of stuff. So actually I'm going to try something new. I'm going to see if I can stop this, put the fan blade on, and then get back to you so I don't have to make another video. Alright, be right back.